Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. Discrimination. Discrimination against race, religion? No. Discrimination against dog breed. These days we're fighting for our rights as individuals, not to be judged by the color of our skin or by the religion. But a different kind of discrimination is taking place in America. Pit bulls are discriminated against their breed. As a pet owner and animal lovers, we ultimately are seeking for the same qualities in our four-legged friends. We want love, protection, loyalty, companionship, and of course to feel needed and wanted. It's hard to blame people who are afraid of pit bulls. And I understand, because all they see in news, everything is bad about the fighting rings, about pit bulls biting people. But they usually leave out that it's owner who made the dog violent, not the breed. As the news usually do not tell us the amazing stories of the pit bulls making a difference as service dogs, therapy dogs, and search and rescue dogs. Just like people are evaluated, all animals need to be evaluated on qualities of being good or worthy. Pit bulls are loving animals known for their easy training, very fun and natural character, and also high pain and pressure tolerance. This means that if they are protecting you, the owner, or their property, they are more likely to win this confrontation and stay focused on defending, and at the same time it means that they can easily ignore children who are trying to play with them by pulling their ears and tail and their skin. So if pit bulls make great companions, why we do not respect them as they deserve to be respected? Pit bulls' power has pushed individuals to show not just the good sides, but the worst there can be. And who is responsible for it? Well, the responsibility always takes the owner, because pit bulls are not born as killing machines on legs. They're not born with the mentality that fighting is the purpose of their lives. Seeing the pit bull being referred this way upsets me, but it doesn't surprise me. We take responsibility for how to raise and what to put in their brains since birth. People often take away their innocence. As humans, we also have a natural instinct to defend and to protect our loved ones. But the biggest difference is that we have a chance to explain by using words, which dogs, pit bulls, they cannot. They simply rely on what they have been taught by the owner in order to justify their actions. Violent dogs, no matter what breed, are created by violent humans. Banning a breed is just as bad as racism. History of pit bulls has great examples. It just takes a brief look at the history of pit bulls to realize that dogs are not the problem, the humans are. One of the greatest examples will be a war pit bull, Stubby, who was a war pit bull dog during the World War I, and he was promoted to sergeant through combat, and till now is the most decorated dog in United States history. Did you also know that Helen Keller's dog was a pit bull? An American author, political activist, and a co-founder of the American Civil Liberties Union. Helen Keller, who was blind and deaf since the age of 19 months, owned a pit bull, Sir Thomas, who, like she said, seemed to understand her limitations and was always beside her and never left her alone. Or that a famous American actress, Tyler Moore's pit bull, she helps her to control her diabetes by alerting when he can sense her blood sugar is low. These are the stories that often usually not getting reported on the news. Some of the statistics show that according to American temperament, Test Association, almost 87% of 870 dogs tested passed, comparing to an average of 80% of other breeds. During the most recent 8-year period from 2005 to 2012, pit bulls killed an average of 19 people per year. Now let's think about it and compare. According to statistics from Nationwide Children's Hospital, 100 infants and toddlers each year dies as a result of unsafe sleeping environment. According to the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, 33,000 people died in traffic crashes in 2012, and over 10,000 of them was because of the driving drunk. Icicles. Icicles kill 100 people a year in Russia. Hippos, they kill 2,900 people annually in Africa. Ants kill 30 people in the United States. And also, according to the Center for Disease Control, falling out of bed kills 450 people annually in the United States. So if we'll compare, people are more likely to die because of something else rather than pit bull. Education, common sense, and knowledge are the only things that can save this breed from diminishing. I hope that my words helped you to realize what wonderful pit bulls are. They are powerful, they are protective, but their intelligence and loyalty should never be discouraged. After all, a breed is just like a suit of clothes. It doesn't tell you anything about the dog inside. Thank you. Do you have any questions?
Yes. You want to take the question? You said there are 19 people died from pit bull bites, 19 babies?
That includes the adults and babies.
Anyway, 19 people.
19 people average per year. They took from 8 years, from 2005
That's
to
due to
2012.
bites from pit bulls.
Correct.
What about people dying from bites from other dogs?
That is in dog fights, and that's really hard statistics. They don't usually tell us. I was trying to find and do this research, but due to all the fighting rings, and actually most of the pit bulls they found on the street already beaten. Some of them, they don't have even legs, and you never know who they were beaten, where, and even who is the owner, so they end up in shelters, and they usually keep them for at least 5 days, and the dogs
So
go
we
to
don't
sleep.
have a statistic that tell us how many people die from bite from other dogs.
No, they do not, because they're trying to control pit bull breed, and like pit bull and Rottweilers, so this is where they're gathering all the statistics, but like I said, you can make a Chihuahua violent.
But, well, yes, but there must be some inherent violence in the breed of pit bull, because everybody talks about pit bulls, but I don't talk about Labradors or Boxers.
Well, see, that's interesting, because in the 1980s, that was pretty much when they found out all the dog rings and everything went on the news, and of course there were pit bulls, and like I said, they have high pain tolerance. So their weakest spot would be their ears, and that's it. Because if the dog bites somewhere else, they don't feel it. You can push on them, you can hit them, they don't feel it. They have this tolerance. That.
And, you know, I got not subscribed. I signed up for one phone pit bull foundation. I'll tell you later.
So really, they're trying just to monitor the breed because of all the damage pit bull did, and they are strong. They are strong and powerful.
I guess there's a correlation between pit bulls and pit bull owners, because the pit bull owners are the type of people that would like to breed a pit bull and make him violent.
Correct.
So there is a correlation there.
Yes, and they're very easy to train. So.
They're very easy to train them. So there is an inherent, I guess, violence in their breed, but it's being, I guess, exaggerated, so to speak, by the owner, or brought up by the owner.
Yes.
So yes, it could be much more benign.
But Well, my research, my speech was inspired by my dog. His
Very
name is
good.
Tyler, by the way.
Awesome. Very good. Well, thanks a lot. Nice
Thank
talk.
you for your attention.